Hello, good morning. Happy Thursday. It's the end of my sprint during my my day job too, so it's always an interesting day. Last little bits of work in the morning, and then lots of meetings in the afternoon, and sort of like no man's land tomorrow, no person's land. Basically, no official ticket work tomorrow. Sort of like cleanup stuff. So it's always interesting. Zilby's here giving me judgy eyes, probably because he wants to play. You want to play? It'd be better if I didn't accidentally throw it behind the door, but okay. Do you want a better throw? Okay, there you go. Better throw. Okay, so continuing on with what we had yesterday, we have our Rust Yew application up and running, and I believe I can go and hit that now. I believe it's also 8081. There we go. So we get this high there. How am I opened up just to you like this? That's nice and all, but not exactly what I was expecting. I mean, I'm not gonna be super upset at it. We can update our README through the terminal. Lumicode, hello. Okay, so basically we get installing stuff Yew, the counter example set up and running, set the Hello World app, get the Hello World component going. I think I want to get both of these running at the same time so I can do a side-by-side look. That might be helpful. So I want to vim the Docker compose file. So right now we have I think what I'll do is I'll add a new profile called compare. Compare front end. And that will just work on both those. That will launch Yew, and it will launch View. They're on their different ports, so that's fine. And they're going to be both hitting the same database. So what can possibly go wrong there? Can't tell if Zilby's making just like doing tons of slow binks, or if he's just getting tired and can't keep his eyes open. He is right. Can you not see my mouse? Oh, you can't see my mouse over the terminal. He is right up there. I don't know if he just at the edge. Okay, so you launched that, but you didn't launch. So you launched database. Oh, Express needs to launch. Okay. Oh, it's compare front end. That's what it was. Okay. There, that looks a lot better. Okay, so starting up Express, starting up database, Yew and View. Look how fast the Rust one comes up. Okay, so everything's up now. So we still have our Yew app here on 8081. And on 8080, we have the View app. So if you want to like make something basically just like this. So I probably want to make this top nav bar first, and then thinking about the components for this. Like we have a view of the top. Well, no, okay, it's not a view. These are the views. Top nav bar, and then components. We have this, which I guess is a link. We have a button. It's still a link that looks like a button, though, right? So I guess we can create a link component that looks like a button. Just normal text and I mean that can be just a normal button too. All right, let's start by making this top nav bar. Let's actually make everything a dark background. Maybe I'll make it like a light gray or dark gray or something to differentiate it. So here in the main library, actually, I think we can do that in index. Oh, we should also get a Maya reset going. Okay, so we have gray and black. So depending upon which app we're looking at. So the View app is gray. Okay, so then I want to create this component here that always is displayed. Oh, I guess. Hold on. What? Oh, it doesn't work? The correct keyboard layout would be helpful when using Vim. Okay, so we've got the Hello World component. Set. Okay. See initial CSS, like so. I guess global CSS setup. Okay, so then the next thing is create the top nav bar. That's not going to be here in the index. That's going to be here in the library. I want like a top nav bar to show up here at the top. So in components, we do have this hello world. I want to change you. What are we gonna name you? I guess Nav Bar. Oh, you auto-updated. Cool. You have this component named Hello World. I want to change you to be Nav Bar. That won't like that. All right, so we know we want something on the left. We want this thing on the left. We want a place for buttons in the middle, and then a place for stuff on the right. So essentially, that's 3 divs here. I'm using the classes as sort of documentation to show like which one of these divs they are. Should make it a little bit easier when I'm inspecting the code and also just like in here working with it. All right, so there's my lovely My To Do app. It's super tiny. So I believe we can go back to index and set the default text font size. Maybe a little bit too big. Oh, I think we set it to 50. That looks more familiar. I kind of want this to be a darker gray background. Oh, we can do a dark blue. I want something really dark. I mean, I would love to see that even darker. Let's see. We can try an RGB. So, what is it? Oh, it would be 0. I can do something like that. That's very dark. So I'll do something like 2A. Why didn't you take? And why do you not see any CSS? That compiled successfully. I don't see any of this CSS. What happened? This is on body. I guess it doesn't like this. It doesn't need quotes, does it? Isn't that what I have? Okay, whatever. Putting quotes on it and taking it off apparently fixed the problem. I'm not going to complain. We want also our font color to be, I want it to be a different color than this. Also make it differentiated. We can make it azure. Okay, and let's get everything a 5 pixel margin. Okay, so far so good. Maybe there was like 10 pixels. Yeah. Okay, so we're in a logged out state to begin with, just by default. So I want stuff on the right. Maybe I also want like our border bottom just for this, just for the nav bar. Now, CSS. There's a couple different ways that we can do this. We could load the CSS from the disk and have it as a file, and then apply it that way. Let's see if there's been any changes to use documentation. Now this is interesting. I don't know if this was new. I think this is new. I don't remember seeing Beautify in here. Implements features provided by the Beautify framework. That seems pretty cool. But I think this is the one we did last time. So we'll add stylist. Currently, I haven't installed Cargo Edit on this VM. Of course, in that time frame, I could just go have to make command line. Oh, it is in here. Never mind. It's in here. Wait, what are you? I need you open. Stylist. don't have the profile that opens up that thing automatically. Are you really version 10? Oh, it is version 0.10. So we can do this where you can just use a CSS macro to add CSS to a component directly. I'm not usually a huge fan of this style. This I like a little bit more to create a style sheet. This one, I believe, sets it all up at compile time. Now, they don't really say how to get it into the component. I find it interesting that they put this into the class. Is that a bug? Do they really meant style? I want to check that out. Okay, so you load it up. Let's come in here. Let's bring in stylist. I guess let's try a styled component and see what happens. So let's see, styled component. I'm gonna have to bring in stylist use style component. Do I have to give it a feature? Could not find you in stylist. Okay. What can I find? Enable feature Yew integration. Okay, so there is a feature. I'll wait until rest analyzer is done. Okay, there we go. So then what they showed was we can then turn this red, doing something like class equals. feels a little bit weird. I wonder if they do mean style. Let's put this in the middle one. So, because if I want multiple classes, we'll just do it like this. Class equals CSS and then so far so good. I am indeed. What does that look like here? Oh, interesting. Okay. So take a look at this. We have div class stylist in here. And that created an actual style sheet. Because like it doesn't say that. Oh, interesting. Okay. So if I want to put that somewhere else and load it. Because I don't want to have to do this constantly. I would love to either have a different file or something else to like update the styles. So I can create a style sheet using style like this. So let's try that. Sheet. So let's just set the color to be like green. I guess we have to unwrap you. Okay, that gives us a style sheet here, so I want to use that here instead. So maybe, oh, I bet I could just do, probably do both. I don't know if I can. So it probably wouldn't be CSS. I'd probably have to do something like style sheet dot. Okay, let's go take a look at style. Okay, returns a style instance. Get class name. Okay, so I can do a get class name on it. I think that's how this works. Does not live long enough. Okay, so it drops here. Can I borrow you? Oh, it doesn't like that at all. Okay. Can I clone you? Can't do that. Okay, I can maybe apply it here too. Oh, get style stir also. Usually used for debug purposes. But they don't have like examples of how to use this. Oh wait, is the assumption that I would do something like this? How do it's been forever since I've done like an MDN style. Okay, so I can do this inside. Oh no, style element must be included inside of the head. Wait, that sounds like it doesn't have to be in the head. It does say I must. So like style in the body, style HTML. I guess the other choice is like to put it here. So this is like CSS directly in this class and it creates a style sheet. This creates the style sheet. Oh, do I just do class, get class name, and then says it doesn't last long enough. Do I have to put you somewhere in here? Or do I have to do something silly like this inside of div? Oh, I might have to. Okay. Hold on. Let's try this again. So I want to try the CSS thing. But instead of passing in the stir here, what if we do style sheet? And style sheet here now becomes this. Unexpected end of input. So I create the style sheet, I'm using it here. I'm gonna make it tell me what the problem is. Scope qualifier, unexpected end of input, Nav Bar line 5. So this styled component it really doesn't like what I did here. Okay, so can I do something like okay, so I can do that, but what I can't do is the CSS with a like something else here. So like it wants a string, and if I want to pass it in like style sheet, can I give oh, so that's my problem. So I can't pass it in the styles. So this is a stir. Oh, does it want static? Hi. Another mountain? Dang it. My throws are terrible today. It's like 1 for 3. That was the last one too. Okay, so can I make you something else? Okay, so style sheet equals, what if I just make you a static string? Like, doesn't like that. Doesn't like that. That is fine though. Okay, so and that worked. Okay, so if I do a style sheet like this, this allows me to multi-line it, so we can have like color green, do whatever we want here, okay? And then we just apply it here. So let's say I want to apply this. Then in this case, we're going to go back to okay, and then that turns green. Okay, so we can see here now our div class stylist with this random string here. And then the style sheet, I believe, is brought in on another network call? Maybe? No, it's not. Okay. The only CSS call we're getting is that Meyer reset. Trying to see where the CSS actually is. So according to the browser, what it's getting is the style here. None of that is the green though. Okay, so that's our index to HTML. Cool. Our WASM. Wait, is this really WASM or is this just a script.json? Okay, this is just a script.json. If I search in here for green. If I search in here for green. Wait. Oh, I can't search? Oh, that's too bad. Okay, how about... Okay, inline style sheet. Where did you come from? So you came from some kind... Okay, so you came from inline. So an inspector. I mean, I see that, but... Oh, here it is. Okay, so it moved it into the head. So it took that style sheet and it put it into the head of the HTML document, which is nice. I can totally see that. So there's going to be a ton of these style tags, all of them with this data style. So I like this a little bit better than the last time we did it, where we were just using like the debug functions to sort of like apply the styles. This seems like it's doing the exact same thing I was doing, except better. I sound quiet. I moved it down last night, and now I'm quiet. Okay, how about this? Any better? Also, KOT fan, hello. Okay, so we have global CSS setup. We did our reset, dark background. Okay, so probably want to do with a hello world component. Also like styling the component. Yes, back to doing rest. We're doing Yew. Okay, so we're using stylist for our styling. So we can basically create a style sheet here. I kind of like the idea of maybe using a function for this. So a private function, so create style sheet. This returns a style source. And we move you. I just take you. Throw you in here. Oh, this requires a lifetime specifier. Oh, I was kind of hoping that wouldn't be the case. Because you return a you return a stir? Okay, let's try this. If I do it's been so long since I've done a lifetime on. Ew. Okay, you don't go there. I think maybe you go here. Okay, cannot find the CSS macro. Okay, I think that works. So let's change this to like, I don't know, rust color. That did not work. How about blue? Okay, that worked. So looking at this specific component, color is blue here. So we can create a function that creates the style sheet. We do have to use a lifetime. That returns this, which then goes into here, and then we can basically... Now, can I create another component for this? Another class name for this? Can I say, like... I bet not. It doesn't like that. Or that. Do I have to format this? Display not set for that. Oh, so what are you doing? Oh, wait. This would be CSS. No, because I'm doing that here. Okay, so can I do multiple classes? So if I want to do, okay, we have class, just create style sheet like that. And then I want another class on it. So class equals, let's just say this is going to be the nav bar. Class can only be specified once, so I can't do it twice, and I can't add in any other. Okay, so if I do a class like this, that's the only class that I can have on this element. Which, I mean, it's not the worst thing in the world, but it's slightly annoying. But okay, it works. So I don't want to actually have anything here. But this would be how we create the component, how we style our components. Much nicer, much cleaner. I guess there wouldn't really be that much of a reason not to just do that in a variable here too, but okay, so back to you. We have this my to-do app. I want this to be a link, which means, oh no, I want this border bottom first. So we're gonna say, I mean, I want it to just be for itself, right? I guess what I need to do is then wrap this in another div. So we have the top one that holds the class thing, and then the rest of this applies to the children of it. Is that right? Maybe. So if I do .nav bar, and then I want this to be border bottom. Yeah, okay. Wait, style sheet cannot be loaded. What happened? You're not going to tell me? I mean, I see it's clearly here, so I don't know what style sheet this is. that wasn't able to be loaded. Okay, so we have our border bottoms. That works. We can add in padding, for example. Bold First Ad, hello. How are you doing today? Didn't like that. Oh, I did comma, semicolon. Awesome, that's great to hear. I'm doing good. Had to turn on my heater to go on like an hour before I woke up this morning to heat up the house enough to not be super freezing. It was nice that it was 3 degrees Fahrenheit this morning instead of -2. Pat Codes, hello. Okay, so we have this that looks nice and very similar to you. Okay. My morning is good today. So far so good. It's a at my day job, it's a sprint day, which means half a day of work and then the rest of the day in meetings, which is fun. Also means tomorrow is sort of like the odd day in the entire sprint. Yeah, are you in Ukraine? I've been hearing about everything that's going on over there, and I wish you safety and luck in staying safe. Oh, you're in Poland. You're all just, I don't know what's going on in Poland. I've like the news really only well, I don't really pay attention too much to the news. Really only talks about Ukraine right now. Oh, you're very close. Oh, I see. Okay, well, stay safe. Hopefully you can get through this. Let's see. If I want to, create that as a link. Okay, we need to bring in the router too. Let's see, create the top, Nav Bar. So bring in the router. He bombed a hospital? Oh no. That's terrible. I guess I saved it. I can quit it. Okay, let's see. I want to go find Yew.rs stuff. Okay, so I need to bring in the Yew.rs crate. See if cargo edit got added. Okay, so cargo add router. Okay, start by defining a route. Routes are defined as an enum, which derives route table. Enum. Yeah, I don't know the history of all that stuff. I just know that, well, I mean, over here we don't usually think about it too much. It doesn't really come up. But yeah, we don't. I don't know. Like, it's a good question. Okay, so I need to create a router file. That's gonna be create a new folder. I don't think it needs to be a new folder. I think we can just do a router. Router.rs here. And then we'll mod this. And inside of there, we'll we'll create our enum route. Pub enum route. This is going to derive clone, routable, and partial equal. Clone, routable, partial equal. Okay, then for here, okay, we use these, so we have like the @ it's like @ / this is gonna be home. Then we're going to pair that with a switch component, which finds, okay. Hi. Kitty cat break for however many seconds he wants to lie here. Sit here. Not very long. He's in between me and the monitor now, so he's here to watch the mouse. Okay, so we're gonna have this switch. We match the routes. Okay, and that returns the component. Okay, so I think we can put this switch in the same place here. So we can do a pub function. Interesting, so this is switch. And you take in the routes, which is a reference to a route. Hi. Okay, you'll return HTML. Okay, so we'll match the routes. Okay, so if you're home, then now in this case, return this HTML home. So really what I want to do is quick, we have this components here. I want to add a new folder for views with a mod inside. Okay, so I want access to those views. So let's do pubmod home. Let's create a really quick component here. So it's the styled component home. Guess I'll just do divs, get used to that. Let's see, we'll just do like an H1. Home. Okay, so then I want to use this one in the router. So I'm going to return the home component, which I think I need to wrap in some kind of div. And that's going to be... Oh, what? Can I just return that? No, I can't. Okay. Oh, wait. I returned HTML. Hold on. Let me try it again. Yeah, okay, that works. So now I return home when we're in home. Let's do another one. Well, let's see if we can get this working first, I guess. Now in our function component for main, we need this browser router. So this is in our main library. I guess that's Yew.rs prelude. And then we call the switch route, switch render. Oh, and then we call that switch function. Okay. Okay, so browser router, I believe these come from use Yew.rs, browser router. I also want this switch. We have our route, which is this. So I think that's it. Okay, so switch route. So switch. Huh. Oh, switch with type route? So switch with type route. Then we're gonna render. Switch, render, switch. Okay. Switch. Then call render, pass in switch, the switch function. I could close there, and then that's it. Okay, we need to pull in these. Okay, and here's our home. So let's add in another route. Let's do like a single task. Now I don't have that up yet, so let's just say, you know what, HTML, you're gonna be multiple homes. So if I have like div, let's say you're like 3 in a row. And so now if we come here and we go to /task, 3 homes in a row. So now we have a front end router working. Okay. That's pretty good. We're getting closer and closer. So we have styles. We have styles using stylist. We have the front end router, and then we need to we have our components and views, sort of like that architecture set up. Then I guess we just start making this. So that's what we're gonna continue doing, but later, because it's either gonna be tomorrow or Sunday, depending upon if I can wake up early tomorrow. Yeah, and I think I'm looking forward to sort of like reintroducing myself to you again, and sort of like getting into any new things that have changed. Looks like they've added some stuff to the documentation. But besides that, I've always liked you. It feels good to me. So I'm glad to be back in it. So let's go ahead and get. Oh, you know what? I don't want to do any of that here. I want to do that all command line, because you're not aware of a bunch of the changes. So you're good. You're good. You're still in here. Okay, so I wonder if I want to create like a bunch of the components first, or if I want to do that more like as we're building things. I don't know. That'll be a good. It's a good question here. So bring in the router. I'll have to think about that. Maybe I'll add in a create. We can create the views, like view placeholders. Then create components. Then if we're going like the atomic structure, so like we have, what is it, like molecule? Organism, something like that, atom, molecule. I think what that is. It's atomic components. Oh, here it is. Okay. So atoms, molecules, organisms, templates, and pages. So pages would be our views. So what is this? Atom, molecule. Atom, molecule, organism. Templates and pages. And I don't think I need templates. I think like at most we'd be organism, and I don't even know if it would be that. We might just go with atoms and molecules only. So we'll have to come up with a list of like what our components are, and then we can build those out. Why are you not adding in? Wait a second. Wait a second. Hold on. Did you set up a new repo inside of there? Let's see, front end, Rust. There's a .git in here. That's why. Okay. There we go. Okay, that makes a lot more sense now. Okay, so now we can see, we can ignore cargo stuff, the Docker file. Now this dist stuff is in here. We probably want to remove that. So anything front end, Rust, Yew, dist. All the source stuff is good. Everything else is good. Okay. Let's go ahead and update the .git ignore too. So this is in Yew, and I want to ignore dist. Yeah, okay, with git status, it now doesn't see that. Okay, awesome. Okay, so we are set up router and CSS. And that's good. Okay, so as I mentioned, I will be back tomorrow morning if I can wake up on time, and if I can't, I'll be back on Sunday morning for the long weekend stream. So with that, I hope that you all stay safe out there if you're in, if you're near a war zone. Otherwise, well, regardless, have as good as a day as you can, and I'll see you next time. Bye.